Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Amir Adam. Also in this team we have Muhammad Amir Aiman bin Rafli, we have Muhammad Nazmi bin Muhammad Fauzi and T. Chen Yang. We from group 2. For this video, we want to talk about the industrial automation system, about the industry factory. Okay, we choose industry KitKat. This is a video we take from the YouTube. The KitKat factory make in the factory. So we can find the more sensor and actuator in this factory. Okay, the information of the industry is this industry is a food production in the confectionery. The company is from Nestle and the branding is KitKat. The address is Nestle Manufacturing in Malaysia at PT 927 Jalan Playa 15/1 Section 15 40200 Shah Alam, Selangor, Darul Ihsan. Okay, the organization of the KitKat industry, in the top, he has a chairman. Then they have a chief executive officer, or we call the CEO, and Nestle Health Science. So then they have corporate governance, compliance, and the corporate service. Also have a corporate communication, HR, human resources, and administration. So that they have operation, finance and control, strategic business unit, marketing and sales, and they also have innovation, technology and R&D. So after that they have Nestle Wafer, Nestle Nutrition, and also Nestle Professional. So they divide by three. They in the one world. They have a zone Europe, and also the zone AOA, the Asia, Oceania, and Africa. So the last zone is zone AMS. This is the Americas.
Hi, I'm Tichian and I will explain the type of sensor which we found in the video. So the first sensor we found in the KitKat industry is water level sensor, which we call it as capacitor sensor. It is used to control the level of chocolate mixture in a big tank. Second, we found that KitKat industry use rotoreflective sensor to determine and control the size or shape of the KitKat. The third sensor we found in the KitKat industry is true beam sensor. It is used to control the packaging process by counting an actual amount of KitKat, then pack it into a package. Next, I will explain rule of the sensor. So the first one is water level sensor, which we can call it as capacitive proximity sensor. It is a non-contact device that can detect the presence or absence of virtually any object regarding of material. They use the electrical property of capacitance and the change of capacitance based on the change in the electrical field around the active surface of the sensor. So it will be triggered when it reaches the maximum or minimum level in the tank. So the next sensor is rotoreflective sensor. It contains both emitter and receiver together in the same component. The sensor emitter need to be pointed at the reflector and aligned, so the light travel from the sensor emitter to the reflector and then bounce back to the sensor receiver. So the polarized waveform will pass through the filter to make sure the target is correct. Next, the sensor is true beam sensor. So the true beam sensor consists of two parts. The first part is an emitter, which is the light source, and the second part is a receiver, which is the detector. So the operation of a true beam sensor is a beam of light link the two established of sensing area. The target will be detected when passed through the beam by breaking the link between the emitter and the receiver. So when this occurs, the object has been sensed and it is counted by the true beam sensor. So that's all from me, and I will pass it to my teammate for the next presentation. Thank you.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name Muhammad Amir Rahim. My message number CE200149. Okay, for the type of sensors, input and output. The first actuator is pneumatic actuators. So first, for the output, actuator output is gripper of the robot arm grips the wafers and move the wafers to another side. It is a gripper, and this machine use a pneumatic actuators. Okay, for the second input actuator is DC motor. So the output inside the tank rotate and mix the chocolate and milk. So this for DC motor. Okay, for the next slide, role of actuators. Pneumatic actuator. Pneumatic actuators are devices that convert the energy of compressed air or gas into a mechanical motion that regulate one or more final control elements. So the motion of a pneumatic actuator may be linear or rotary depending on the device design. Okay. Third, pneumatic actuators are one of the most popular mechanical devices used in a wide array of modern industries. Okay, for the role of actuators, DC motor. So a direct current DC motor is a type of rotary electric motor that transforms direct current DC electrical energy into mechanical energy. Consists of motor, commutator and stator. Okay, the last one is the DC motor is that whenever a current carrying conductor placed in the magnetic field, so it's experience a mechanical force. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hey, thank you to my friends. Now here I am Muhammad Nazmi bin Muhammad Fauzi. My metric number is CE200147. I will explain about the sensor and actuators in terms of manufacturers and technical specification, or we call it as datasheet. So here we have capacitive sensor. The manufacturer is Omron. So in this capacitive sensor, material is non-metal. Their diameter size is 8 to 11 mm diameter. Wall thickness is only 1 mm. It stands for the liquid. Repetition precision is 0.2 around that. Response difference is 0.6 to 5. It's using the supply voltage 12 to 24 volt DC. Its current consumption is 12 milliamp maximum. Its control output is switching for switching capacity is 100 milliamp maximum, and its voltage 1 volt. Detection position of liquid surface is by notch position. It can refer by sensitivity adjustment. It have indicated lamp. She's orange. Its ambient temperature from 0 to 55 degrees Celsius, and it can be storage at -10 to 65. Humidity is for storage 25% to 85%. So temperature influence 0 to 55 degrees Celsius. Its detection level at 23 degrees Celsius 4 mm. Which distilled water or 20% salt water concentration. So here we get the protection structure for this device is IP66 using standard IEC 60529. Connection method for this device is pre-wired model. The device is approximately 70 gram. It has heat resistant ABS resin, and NBR. So next is retroelectric sensor. So the shape for retroelectric sensor is cuboid. The sensing method is retroreflective. It can sense for the distance to 500 millimeter, and its minimum sensing distance is 100 millimeter. So the setting method for retroelectric sensor is tag in, which is built in. Its connection method is connected to M8 for pin. Its output type is PNP. Operation mode, we can use dark on and light on. For response time is 1 millisecond. Its housing for the retroelectric sensor device is stainless steel. So the device with 10.8, height 31 and depth 21. Its type of light is polarized light, red light. It's using power supply voltage for 10 to 30 volt, and its features is transparent detection. So the protection for this device is IP67. Sorry. Okay, we are continue to true beam sensor. So the true beam sensor dimension is 336 times 69 times 100. So which using true beam sensor, the detection range is 10 meter plus minus to 10%. Is the detection targets opaque objects. The detection regulation is fixed. Supply voltage for DC type is 10 to 48 volt DC. For AC type is 90 to 250 volt AC. And for DC AC type, we can use DC type voltage or AC type voltage. Response frequency is 25 Hz. Working current 5 amp. Power current 3 volt amp and below. Control output 2 amp and below. Impedance 50 mega ohm. The environment temperature negative 20 degrees Celsius to 70 degrees Celsius. Connection form using 2 meter wired, and protection grade is IP65. For the pneumatic gripper, the size for the gripper is 6. So the gripper focus to the system actuator is pneumatic. It can be mounting to any position. Operation is double acting. Gripper function is parallel. Such a design is level positively driven motion sequence. Guide is sliding. Position sensing is for Hall sensor. Total gripping is 30 Newton and for opening, and 25 Newton for closing. The operating pressure is 2 bar to 8 bar. Is using frequency operating 4 Hz. Minimum operation 8 millisecond for open, and minimum closing for 17 millisecond. So here the gripper can bring the product weight to 19 gram. Maximum force of this gripper is 10 Newton, and maximum torque is 0.5 Newton meter. Next is DC motor. Here I want to take one of the example for the DC motor for using the AC power supply, or other is DC power supply. So the first one is 1/4 a quarter, which using 90 volt AC power supply. The RPM is 1800 and it's the frame 56C. So here it's using 2.5 amps and the efficient is 80. Its approximate width is 17 lbs. For the 12 volt DC motor, is I will choose for half horsepower. Its RPM is 1800. It's using power supply DC 12 volt, and so it's using 40 amp. The efficient is 78 and the wick is more wick. Approximate wick is 22 lbs. Okay, next, this is the reference that we are used to search for the datasheet for our sensor and actuators that we present. Thank you.